Hi guys, it's Justine, but you can call me Blondie, and for today's video, first of all, it's Face Friday. Welcome back to Face Friday. And for today, I'm going to be giving you a quick review of this Banana Bright Face Primer from Ole Henriksen. So I got this from Influencer to review like way back in February, and I've been using it here and there since then. I've talked about this in the past, but it took me a really long time to start using it because I had just had so many primers that I needed to use up. But lately I have been trying to reach for this one so I could finally give you guys a review of it. It has vitamin C and banana powder inspired pigments. And it can be worn alone, under makeup, or dabbed on top of makeup as a highlight. But I pretty much only use it as a primer under my makeup. Just to give you guys some information off of their website, this is $36 and it's meant to illuminate and extend your makeup wear, and it's for basically all skin types: normal, dry, combination, oily, and it's supposed to help with dullness, uneven texture, fine lines, wrinkles, and pores. So that's everything that this says to do. Just to show you guys, if you haven't seen already, it does have a pump, which is really interesting because it's not the type of packaging that you would expect to have a pump with, since it's like it's the tube with a pump. And so I just think that's really interesting packaging. I'm not mad about it or anything. And then it does have like an orange tint to it. And then, so I'm going to do two pumps and put two pumps on my face, and just rub it in for you guys. I've always wondered if the orangeness like helps with color correcting for people who need it, just because I think that the color of the primer is so interesting. And usually with primers like this, when they are like tinted a certain color, Smashbox does it, Elf does it, they usually are meant to be color correcting. This one doesn't claim to color correct, it just claims to brighten. But it is definitely something that I wonder, because I feel like the Banana Bright Under Eye Cream, which I have and I love, I feel like it does help to color correct, but maybe that's just because it's just brightening my under eyes, so I feel like it's color correcting the purpleness under my eyes. So, first of all, it smells so good. It smells like oranges, which is the same thing with the Banana Bright Under Eye Cream, which I've always thought is so interesting because it's called Banana Bright, but it's orange and it smells like oranges. But that's besides the point. It smells super good. I'm gonna go ahead and put some foundation on while I continue to talk about this. So basically, this primer, it doesn't claim to be hydrating. It only really claims to brighten, which I absolutely think it does. I think it does a very good job at brightening your face. I'm not sure if you could even tell right away, but I definitely feel like it does just like brighten your skin and make it look less dull. I have very, very dry skin, so pretty much the main thing that I look for in a primer is if it's moisturizing. And sometimes, like, since my skin is so dry, I just skip the moisturizer altogether and go straight in with a primer. I skip the primer altogether and just go straight in with a moisturizer, and I'll use a moisturizer as a primer. But I feel like with this primer, it's so hydrating that I don't have to do that. I don't have to, I still use a moisturizer, but I don't use it for the purpose of priming my face so that my makeup application looks better. If you are looking for a pore filling primer, this is not going to be it though. There's absolutely like no silicone-y pore filling consistency to this primer. It's very much more like a lotion consistency, and it's going to make your face look super like hydrated without looking too oily, because you know, there are a lot of primers out there that like they are meant to be hydrating primers, but what they really are is they're just oils, and you're just putting oil on under your foundation, which there are so many like essential oils and stuff you can get for super cheap that could do that for you. So I just don't see the point in buying like an expensive oil-based primer when an actual essential oil will do the exact same thing. Whereas this is hydrating, and where was I even going with that? I lost my train of thought. I have major pregnancy brain, guys. It's what I'm trying to say is it's not going to make you look super greasy, like some of the hydrating oil primers do. There are also a lot of primers like this that are more of like a lotion than a primer. I would say the Urban Decay Primerizer is probably the primer that I personally have tried that is most similar to this one, but the two have a lot of differences. There's definitely a difference in texture. I think the Primerizer is more of like it's more like a watered down, whereas this one is more of a lotion moisturizer texture. But like in the way that they help your skin, they're very similar, if that makes any sense at all. Now I'm going to take this Stay Naked concealer and put it on my under eyes while I continue to talk. One thing that I do like to do is I do like to use this primer in combination with the Banana Bright Under Eye Cream. You know, because the two kind of go together. They're both like banana bright, and I do, when I like to use, oh gosh, I can't talk. When I use the Banana Bright Under Eye Cream, I prefer to use it in the morning because, like I said, it does help brighten the under eye. I feel like there's not really a point in wearing it at night. At night, I would rather wear like a thicker under eye cream. But I feel like it's just a really good like sister product to the Banana Bright Under Eye Cream. So you can put the eye cream on your eyes, and then you put the primer on the rest of your face, and then you can go about putting your makeup on, and overall it's just going to brighten up your entire face and make you look more awake, make your skin look more hydrated. And I just really like both products. That being said, this tube is $36, which is a bit up there. I have not found any products that are dupes for it yet though. Like I said, the closest thing I've ever tried is the Primerizer from Smashbox, but even that is like, it's not a dupe. They're just, it's the most similar primer to this that I can think of that I've tried, but they are nowhere near dupes to each other, and honestly I think they're about the same price point. Actually, this might be cheaper than the Primerizer, because I think the Primerizer is like maybe $42 and this one's $36. But regardless, you know, I haven't found a dupe for this yet. And it does say you can use it as a lotion. Since I use it as a primer, I would probably buy it again and spend the $36 and continue to use it. But if you're using it as a lotion or like a moisturizer, you're gonna go through it super fast, so I'm not sure if the $36 is completely worth it, you know, if you're using it as a moisturizer, because you're gonna end up spending a lot of money on this product. Because I mean, it looks like a pretty decent sized tube, but that's like, it's a decent size for a primer. If they wanted to, they could probably sell this in like a bigger size even for people who want to use it as a moisturizer. That way you can probably save a little bit of money per like fluid ounce for like a bigger size, and then continue to use it as a moisturizer. But 36 bucks for a little tiny moisturizer like this is kind of a lot. This is a good size for a primer. Like I said, moisturizer, you're going to go through it really fast, so I'm not sure if that price point is necessarily worth it. So that is it for this primer. It makes your face look really glowy, it brightens your face, it's really great for moisturizing, not so great for filling pores. And occasionally I do like to use a pore filling primer when I use this as well, and do a kind of a combination of the two, because especially like right here on like my cheeks where I put blush, I get really big pores right there, and sometimes I just want them filled in. So if you are looking for a pore filling primer, this is not it. But if you're looking for something to hydrate and just make your skin look more youthful and brighter and all that jazz, this is a really great primer for that. So that is my quick little review of this Ole Henriksen Banana Bright Face Primer. I'm gonna go ahead and finish up the rest of my makeup, and I will see you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching today's Face Friday, and yeah, that's it. Bye guys.